until they can hopefully someday go back to their homes.
This is boring!
We're bored.
Tell some jokes. This is
Something, entertain us.
This is boring.
Come on.
So, very important.
We're bored.
This is... Are you serious? This is boring.
This is boring. We came here to be entertained.
That's boring.
We're bored. We're
What?
bored.
It's boring.
We're bored.
What?
Get out of here.
Why don't you guys take off?
We're just bored.
What?
What?
It's not his joke. This is...
We want to be entertained.
No, this is boring.
He should say some sort of a joke.
Boring.
Boring.
When I say slavery, you say sorry. Slavery. Sorry. Thanks.
Oops, already stuck on number 1. Do you need some help?
Yeah, I think I do. Positives of slavery?
Yeah, think the positive outcomes of slavery.
Positive outcome?
Think economics.
This bitch said economics. God damn, why y'all writing so much? This class is over. What the fuck? Bunch of racist.
10,000 Australians.
Can everyone get off the grass, please?
Sure, let's just move back from there.
Hey guys, I've just reseated that.
Please, off the thing.
Sorry, mate.
All good? That's all good.
Honestly, I don't remember. I was probably fucked up. I was crazy back then.
You in fact commit those acts? I'm going to invoke my Fifth Amendment right. How many times have you solicited a minor for prostitution? Same answer. How many times have you solicited a minor for prostitution in the state of Florida? Same answer. Have you ever solicited a minor for prostitution in the Virgin Islands? Same answer. That is a B. You are invoking your Fifth Amendment. Yes, right. Yes, Mrs. Have you ever solicited for prostitution in New York? Same answer.
What isn't he telling us?
Some mistakes get made, that's alright, that's okay. In the end, it's better for me, that's the moral of this story. Some mistakes get made, that's alright, that's okay.
Okay, Mom, I'm gonna go have an abortion. Daughter, you have already had 3 abortions today. Okay, I remember how it was to be your age. Just be back by 9. Tonight we're gonna beat up your weak stay-at-home cuck father. Thanks, Mom. Hail Satan. Hail Satan, sweetie. Hi, honey. You speak when spoken to, filthy inferior male.
Where the fuck do you want us to go? Okay, well, now moving into the flashbangs.
I wanna play back. Mama knew I was a needle in a haystack. A whole body boy, plus made back. I got a feeling it's a rap. ASAP.
Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah.
Oh shit, they shot at me. What the fuck?
Dude, are you gonna vote for Kanye in the 2020 election? No, dude. I'm voting for the pedophile with dementia, okay? Because I fucking give a shit about this country. Are you listening to yourself? You're saying that a pedophile with dementia is the best option for president. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want the racist pedophile with dementia? No, okay? But there has to be another option. There's not!
Hey, what's up, bro? I'm here for the Rager. Can I see some ID? Yeah, for sure. Oh, we actually changed the rules. You need a government photo ID now. Oh, I don't really have one of those. 11% of Americans don't. It takes like money and time to get the documents together and like... Oh yeah, we know. Our parties actually tend to do better when less poor people show up. Oh, well, I should be on the list. Oh yeah, we also just took you off the list. Wait, why? We were going through the list, you know, to get rid of people who might have died or moved away. And then we just got rid of hundreds of thousands of other people who did nothing. Mostly minorities, and then we just didn't fix it. Why would anyone support fraud, yeah, rampant fraud. How often does how often does in-person fraud happen? In the past 20 years, 31,000? No, just 31 times. Out of 1 billion. Okay, so that's not even close. Yeah, but fraud, so.
Good afternoon, sir. How may I assist you today? Hi, you guys were refusing to pay the bills from my emergency hospitalization because my doctor was out of network. Yes, sir, that's correct. But the hospital I was taken to by ambulance was in network. Oh, yes, sir, that's correct. But the doctors that work inside the hospital were out of network? Well, some of them are in network, but not yours. How do you decide which doctors are in network? Well, they sign a contract allowing us to not pay them very much money. But not all doctors sign that contract. Correct, like your doctors, sir. But I didn't choose my doctors. I had a cardiac arrest and woke up in the ICU 3 days later. Well, we do recommend patients call us prior to using any medical services. Well, there's a toll-free number on the back of your insurance card.
Because the shooter said, point-blank shooter said he's doing this because of Black Lives Matter.
Yes, and there are many things you can say. I mean, if you go outside, you can say anything about doing something because of, you cannot deny that the man had mental issues as well and he was in a tough place. Just because you say the thing doesn't mean it's what it stands for, right? Because you're the same person. You're the same person who argued on your show that just because Donald Trump has supporters from the KKK doesn't mean he's in the KKK. So it goes against that argument. It goes against that. You can't say he did it because of.
No, but the shooter said,
yes, but Black Lives Matter has never said go out and shoot people. I'm saying you're saying this to your audience, and I honestly do not understand where you're getting that from. Just because a person, what if somebody says, I felt emboldened by Tommy Lahren, and so I went out and I shot black people. Are you now responsible? Is that your platform?
Trevor, it's not one or two people. If you look at it,
Okay, so I've seen a lot of older folks making comments on this generation and our ideas being too radical, so I tried to put together this presentation to explain it to them using references they might know. So I think a lot of it starts with an early intro to violence. While yes, many Gen Z members were way too young to remember 9/11 or weren't born yet, they still grew up in the aftermath of it, just as how a lot of boomers grew up in the aftermath of World War II. This led to a childhood of cold wars with wars on isms rather than physical things. But we also had physical wars too, like the war in Iraq, which was brought on by government lies, sort of like another unpopular war I know. Coop this together with messed up elections that led to unpopular presidents. Not to mention the ongoing battle against racism and the emergence of the civil rights movement plus the Black Lives Matter movement. And if boomers still don't get it, tell them to look in a mirror. Like, y'all set the ROTC building on fire, not to mention occupied college campuses. And yes, by the way, that is Bernie Sanders. The similarities are just uncanny. Add in a global pandemic, not one but two of the worst recessions since the Great Depression, plus monthly school shootings. Yeah, we've got a reason to be angry.
Now, while it has been a difficult year, it has been a renaissance for men making apologies.
The male apology has become an art form. Some of them were bad. Louis C.K. said in his that the women admired him 3 times. Whoa! That's like if a guy shit his pants and to fix the problem, he put on cufflinks.
Then there was Kevin Spacey. I don't remember doing this, but I know I was drunk when I did it. Also, in a Kaiser Soze-like twist, I'm coming out of the closet. And now to let the congratulation notes roll in.
Then guys started using the phrase, like many men, ... You know, like many men, I'm only now learning that women don't like it when you run at them fully erect with hate in your eyes. This is new to me, I'm here to listen.
Yeah. Finally, we reached the auteur period of apologies, culminating in Mario Batali's famous words, yeah, that sounds like me, I bet I did that.
Tory alert.
I finally rest and watch the sunrise on a grateful universe.
We've been waiting for you all summer, and we're so glad you're finally here.
1 out of 3 of you will turn queer. And you will be caught. Don't think you won't be caught.
make a motherfucker say, oh yeah, I'm cold as a lion with no hair. If you ever see me fighting in the forest with a grizzly bear, help the bear!
And if you're gonna call me an Asian, make sure to put half in front of it.
My dad is a conservative with an Asian fetish.
Now, let's not play the shame and blame game. This is an organic problem, and there's a holistic solution.
You don't get this whole farm concept, do you, sister?
Kill the goat!
No, because let's give it up for the Secret Service. Yeah. I don't want to be too hard on those guys, you know, because they're the only law enforcement agency in the country that will get in trouble if a black man gets shot.
You cannot assume that every white girl's middle name is Marie. That's racist. Marie. What? So it's mine.
Siri, read text message from Graham.
Graham said, my dear baby girl, oops. I mean, Bailey, sorry, still remembering you as baby and a child. I'm so happy you got a new car. Having all the bells and whistles, it will take good care of you and keep you safe on the road. I know you're very busy working a lot. When you have time, give me a call and tell me all about your jobs and all the other good stuff and some of the dirt. I pray you and your sisters will think about our country and realize that Donald Trump is not a bad person or a bad president. He's the best one we've ever had, and I know, because I've been voting since 1956. Black Lives Matter wants to tear this country apart, and it's doing a good job. I wouldn't lie to you about this. I study this all the time. I know politics and American history like the back of my hand. I'm glad George Soros is old. I hope he dies soon before he does any more destruction in this country. Don't be deceived, Bailey. The devil is alive and prowling this world. You can talk to me about anything you believe and be.
Kids, if they did something wrong, they got a spanking. You do something wrong?
Exactly. Well, the African American community has been getting the spanking for a long time. These
So have
kids
my
are
kids
frustrated,
And I've been
and they
fighting.
are using their anger, not in the best way.
I've been
But
fighting
once
for
again,
justice
we
for
must
39
support them. I don't say what you want to say. I'm gonna say what I want to say too, and I want you to understand these kids are out there for a reason. They are angry. They are angry because of the criminal. We're not going to argue about it.
At what?
They are angry about the criminal justice system and the disparity. That is why they are out there.
We're all being threatened. As uneducated as they are, obviously, on local government, they do vote. Okay? And unfortunately, they also breed. But they do vote, and they're going to be an uneducated vote.
Yo, I didn't fuck my cat, I didn't come on my cat, I didn't put my dick anywhere near my cat, I never done anything weird with my cat.
Because none of it was ever worth the risk.
Call when we run down this rain. Right wrist and left wrist, that's rain. She said, what on? What's going on? Why am I wet? Gal, that's rain. Call when we run down this rain. Right wrist and left wrist, that's rain. She said, what on? What's going on? Why am I wet? Gal, that's rain.
Things in my average American home that my white brother, who supports people protesting but doesn't support looting or violence, ruined. With violence. Here we have a kitchen cabinet that he punched. It still hasn't been fixed, so we can see it every single day. Here is a dent on the wall in our hallway from a punch. The dent is hard to see, but you can feel it and see this crack that he left behind. Here we have a TV in the closet and one that can be used. Obviously, this is more TVs than we need, but we used to have another if he didn't punch and crack the screen on it. This one you can't really see because it's been fixed, but he made a huge hole in the wall when he slammed the doorknob into it multiple times. One time he broke his door, so we had to replace it, but you can still see this crack in the frame. He also broke my door, and we had to replace it. Notice how it's different from my closet doors. And he broke the mirror on the dresser thing when the drawer was stuck, and he forcibly yanked it open. I guess he thought there was no other choice in getting it open.
No one in the O.J. Simpson trial won an Emmy. From 94 to 95, you didn't need to watch any TV shows. There was a thing called the O.J. Simpson trial. And it was the best thing that ever happened on TV ever. It was a murder trial. It sounds terrible, right? It was so goddamn entertaining. Everyone in that trial delivered. They went up and they went, "What's your name?" "I'm Kato Kalin." "All right, here's the ball on the tee." And then he would knock it out of the park. And there was a guy named Johnny Cochran. He died without an Emmy. This guy would put on a knit cap and goof around with the murder evidence. Either one of two things happened, and we truly don't know. Either O.J. Simpson murdered his wife and then, took off a glove and threw it over his shoulder, was like, "Done with that glove." Or a cop planted the glove. Both very entertaining. So O.J. had to try on the gloves in front of the jury. And he's like, "Oh, these are my gloves?" And he tries to put them on, and he goes... He actually bit his tongue. Go watch it. It's on YouTube. I watched it. And then he goes,
What if, when you went to the bathroom, there were people with penises there? Oh, like a unisex bathroom? Yeah, I don't mind those. Not necessarily, because everyone there identifies as a woman, but some of them have penises. How do I know they have penises? What? Like, it's a normal bathroom with stalls, right? Yeah, it's a normal bathroom. So, how do I know if someone who looks like a woman and identifies as a woman and is peeing in the stall next to me has a penis? How, in this hypothetical situation, how would I even know? Even if I cared, how would I know? You wouldn't know, and that's what's scary about it. Why is that scary, though? Because there could be a penis nearby. Right, and I don't know.
In your room.
This is
young man,
important.
I don't care anything about that.
It's important.
This is shit. You don't come at me with bullshit like that.
It's important. I'm just saying be an adult, and now you verbally assault me like that?
You're not listening. That's trash.
It's not trash. I'll take it back then.
Trash. I don't want to see it. I'm so...
I might not be the same, but that's not important. No freedom till we're equal. Damn right I support it.
You think you're hot shit, don't you? You're nothing but a coon. You better not say shit back to me, boy. Stay in a slave's place.
You tell him, SpongeBob. Look at this dirty-ass African. That's why he can chug those drinks so fast, because he doesn't have any water ever.
Hey, buddy, what were you saying?
Black matter, because you can't say Black Lives Matter. So...
Are you guys having a protest on your...
Yes! Yes!
Oh, this person's a moron, but that's okay. They're kids.
No, they aren't morons.
Unnecessary inclusion of honey and bogus health products, and la-di-da human tea time snack garnishments.
You can't breathe!
So the other day I decided to troll known homophobic, racist, terrible person Tucker Carlson by getting him to think he's under attack by a bunch of Polish witches. Just sending him images of random things that looked like Polish spells with people praying to toilet. Translation being, the hatred you speak has opened your soul to a curse. This curse has no cure. My curse is fueled by your hatred, and your hatred will fuel your curse long after your soul is ours. Hell is waiting. I did this just to see if I could get Tucker Carlson to think he's under attack from Polish witches. And Tucker Carlson thinks he's under attack by Polish witches. And now people are making prayer circles and stuff.
Holy shit, guys, we're getting unreal footage here. Holy Christ.
This is the truth about the cops and what they don't want you to see or know. They don't want you to see how completely peaceful most of these protests are and how many people are showing. Remember how I said despite the precautions we take, the news will blame protesters for the spike in coronavirus cases? Well, it's happening. Don't forget, the cops are the ones not taking precaution. Here's a cop fake coughing and making fun of protesters for telling him to wear a mask. They don't want you to see that they have undercover cops going into peaceful protests. They don't want you to know that they have illegally been arresting peaceful protesters. On June 3rd in the Bronx, they surrounded peaceful protesters before 8 a.m. curfew so that protesters could not leave. You can hear the peaceful protesters begging the cops to let them go as they are surrounded and entrapped. Once 8 p.m. hit, they were all arrested. My friend who was arrested at this protest was denied feminine products, not read her Miranda rights, called a bitch, and when asked for water, had water bottles poured in front of her as the cops laughed. They don't want you to know that we are peaceful and they are violent. What they don't want you to know above everything is that they are scared. The worldwide momentum we have right now is making them petrified. So use whatever privileges, skill set, and means possible to get involved. Be on the right side of history.
This is America. Don't got you slipping up. Look how I'm living up. Police be tripping up. Yeah, this is America. Guns in my area. I got the strap.
Now they always say congratulations.
This is America.
Work so hard for
Don't got you slipping up. Don't got you slipping up.
They ain't never had
Look what I'm whipping up.
dedication.
This is America.
People hate and say we
Don't got you slipping up. Don't got you slipping up. Look what I'm whipping up.
To go to college for, but be a cop and harass me to assume I'm somebody I'm not. My ID's in my back pocket. Y'all got watch. Hey, watch how funny this is. Go ahead.
Watch
look at
this.
it. No, don't hate me. Look at it. Oh,
You
what does
guys
that
got
say?
me fucked up.
What does that say? Oh,
Wrong.